I am George McClain, a member of the Board of Trustees of Gestalt Pastoral Care Associates. What comes to my mind as I think about sharing in the spirit of Gestalt Pastoral Care is the 8 biblical passages that warn against being stiff-necked people. That's probably because I have a chronically tight neck and shoulders. What I appreciate about this biblical language is how it recognizes the connection or disconnection between our bodies and our emotions, and between our relation to our divine source and sustainer. I know I put a lot of stress and tension into my neck and shoulders, and consequently they are tight and stiff. And I appreciate how Gestalt Pastoral Care pays careful attention to where our bodies are tight or hurting, whether in the neck or shoulders, chest, extremities, or anywhere else in our bodies. The other day, while I was thinking about this reflection, I said to myself, George, let your stiff neck speak. See what it has to say. And immediately I began to weep. A host of things that I worry about came rushing into my awareness. The disorientation that comes with our enforced sequestration, my family's welfare, problems of persons, problems I would like to fix but cannot. The gift in this awareness is that having noticed them, the worries began to soften a bit. My breath became less forced. And it then occurs to me that in the same way I am carrying these, that in some way I am carrying these apart from our divine source, as if they are mine to carry all by myself. And I also become aware that there is the ever-present invitation to begin to let go of these myriad concerns and turn them over to the God who is love. Maybe this is what Jesus meant when he said, "My yoke is easy and my burden is light." If you'd be willing, let's try something right now. Take a couple deep breaths. Then take a quick inventory of your body and see whether you can sense where you are particularly tight. Just notice, nothing else. I invite you then to breathe into that part of you. Relax at least a tiny bit and see what that part of your body might say to you. Notice what begins to come into your consciousness. Whatever comes up, I invite you to gently turn it over to the God who is love itself. Again, breathe. This is a taste of how I envision Gestalt Pastoral Care working. Now, while I can go a ways along this path by myself, it can be really helpful to have a companion to encourage, witness, and guide me in my process. That's what Gestalt Pastoral Care ministers do. I want you to know there are trained and certified GPC ministers ready to accompany you in your unique personal journey, which is physical, emotional, and spiritual all at once. They are able, even now when we must distance from one another. You will see how to contact them on our website. But you don't need to wait until you have a companion. Right now, you can take time to nurture your own awareness. Whatever turns up from within you, you may turn it over to that source of all life who is at work in you and in me continuing in remarkable ways. May you know ever more deeply God's peace and joy and consolation and power constantly at work deeply within you. Amen.